It'll take you about 1 hour and you map out every customer-facing interaction, and then in the second half an hour of that hour, you map out every team interaction and every supplier interaction. And you aggressively put opportunities for those individuals to have the ability to still do what they're doing. They can use the same HR tools, they can use the same parent management tools, parent logins, they can use all the same stuff, but just give them an alternative. Put natural language interactions with a new branded AI into the lap of every one of those individual interaction types, whether it's a customer, supplier, or team member, and then start to have the opportunity to reimagine and deploy on a week-by-week basis evaluations and analysis of the way in which people are asking questions, the way in which the answers are coming back, and the level of engagement and differentiation that you're now starting to have in the market. I think there's an element of depending on the type of culture in the organization. So I think there's really like what I describe as bottom-up sales and top-down sales. There could be someone in the organization that you identify as truly being excited about all the things we're saying, mostly because they want it themselves. So it could be someone who's frustrated because they've spent all this money on the parent app and parents aren't logging in, or they're very frustrated because parents are logging in, but then parents are frustrated because there's no content about their children, or it could be a whole range of things. Whatever is a candidate for data entry, whatever is a candidate for a way in which you can you can go to the right person and ask a set of questions, and that includes your customer and your supplier. And you can then feed that back into a centralized knowledge base, meaning you're moving all the knowledge out of the individual team members, you're moving all of the frustrations, all of the opportunities, you're incorporating both customers or parents as well as suppliers, and then you're constantly reevaluating that again, using the Decidr, let's say, methods and processes, whether that's having someone inside Decidr help you through that process, or it's hopefully chatting with your own team-facing for your role AI, looking at data together, looking at insights, and basically feeling like you have a much bigger team. And anyone who feels like they've got a much bigger team is going to feel more empowered. And so the goal with Decidr is to feel like we can empower you with a much bigger team, and a team that turns up with its own apps. And those apps are, let's say, ubiquitous and easy to use. That is why many of those parents, I'm sure, have set up their own little groups on WhatsApp, or possibly even have WhatsApp with teachers or with carers, because they're frustrated. And so you can put something in place that is controlled by you, branded by you, all the data is yours, you get to analyze all the data, and all of that is, let's call it business of the future. And what you don't have maybe is data analysts or business analysts or financial projection experts. Think about that coming with the Decidr application. And so whether you utilize that day one, or it takes 3 months or 6 months, you're still going to be in a incredibly better position with far more visibility and far more, importantly, feelings of control around your destiny, around the real problems in your business. And no, we can't solve every single problem, but we certainly can help them be identified with solutions, and we certainly can help increase the amount of data, whether it be with communications with customers or parents or team members, and natural language conversations can in some cases be, I would almost guarantee 3 to 10 times more volume in terms of data, and there's absolutely going to be insight and value that comes from that. And so that's like the best place to start, because you're going to be adding an asset instantly to your business in that new knowledge base and in that new customer and customer-facing, team-facing, and supplier-facing, let's say, interaction method that is ubiquitous, easy to turn on, easy to get going, and only gets better. I could sit here all day and tell you about what it's like for that business to feel like they have almost unlimited numbers of resources, but actually they need to start building that knowledge base. They need to start having those questions. They need to start to think about what team members are asking regularly, whether they're even asking information of the systems that is relevant. There needs to be proper scrutiny around what is, again, the conditional logic wisdom that business wants to have. What's good, what's bad. And they want to have a way to make sure that is something that they can not only control, but they can guide towards green into the future.